Welcome to Big Daddy Storytime. We're reading Walt Disney's My Side of the Story from Peter Pan. And they're off. After Wendy, Michael, and John had gone to bed, Tink and I snuck into their nursery to get my shadow. We finally found it stuffed away inside the dresser. But as soon as I opened the drawer, it skittered all up and down the wall. At last I managed to catch it, but we made so much noise we woke Wendy up. When she spotted me trying to stick my shadow back on with a bar of soap, she laughed. You can't stick it on with soap, Peter, she said. It needs sewing. Know it all, I wanted to say. You're not the boss of me. I was mad that she laughed, and besides, no one tells me what to do. But she blabbered so much I couldn't get a word in. Before I knew what was happening, she was sewing my shadow back on with a needle and thread. You can bet that smarted. But I am the bravest boy in Neverland, and I don't utter a peep. But when my shadow was sewed on and tight, I got ready to leave. But suddenly Wendy said, I'm so glad you came back tonight. I might never have seen you because I have to grow up tomorrow. Grow up? I exclaimed. She nodded unhappily. Tonight is my last night in the nursery, she explained. You see, growing up is just like the chicken pox. If you hang around long with grown ups, too long that is, you can catch it. And then, boy, are you in trouble. You can never be a kid again. And if Wendy grew up, well, that means no more stories, I cried. Wendy nodded again. I knew I had to save her. Come on, I said. We're going to Neverland. You'll never grow up there. Just then, her brothers woke up, and Wendy insisted that we take them along. They didn't look for much. They didn't look much for me. John was as skinny as a fishing pole, and Michael wasn't much bigger than a jackrabbit. But Wendy seemed to like them anyway. She wasn't going to leave without them, that is. All right, I said, but you have to take orders. Plus, do everything I say. That seemed fair enough to everyone. So I headed for the window, ready to take off for Neverland. But can you believe it? Those darn kids didn't know how to fly, and two of them went to school. What's the point of going to school if you don't learn the important stuff? I'm only going to tell you once, I told them. So listen up good. Then I taught them the secret to flying. It's easy, really. You just have to hold your breath, think of something nice, and borrow a bit of dust from Pixie. I mean, duh, they must have been the only kids in the world who didn't know that. Anyway, Wendy, John, and Michael bounced off the ceiling a little bit, but they finally got the hang of flying, and then we were off to Neverland. What have we learned today, my friends? We learned from Wendy, John, Michael, Tinkerbell, and Peter Pan that when friends work together, they can have lots of fun. Make sure to have lots of fun today, my friends. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more Big Daddy Storytime. God bless.